Wow. Now on Good Morning Northwest, we're following some breaking news of a powerful earthquake that hit Turkey early this morning. We're tracking the information as it comes in.
And a spring warming trend is taking over for the end of the week. The changes I've made this morning to your first alert forecast.
And voters said yes, but the state Supreme Court said no. Now, Spokane's camping ban near schools and parks is in limbo, and business leaders have serious concerns about downtown's future. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks so much for waking up with us. It's apparently Talk Like Shakespeare Day today, which I busted out of thou right before the...
She's practicing.
Thou art Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Wednesday, April 23rd. Shakespeare. Not my first language here. We're going to check in with meteorologist Matt Gray for a look at what we're kicking off with today.
Why do the birds sing?
Why art thou?
The birds sing because the sun has already risen here at 6 a.m.
Nice.
And it's chilly out there. You're not going to need the defroster, or at least crank the heat a little bit in the car. I know I did this morning. So we're hovering right around freezing across the valley. 32 in Liberty Lake. Post Falls down to 27 this morning. 32 in Hayden. Spokane International down to 34. I suspect that will be our low today officially for the Spokane area. 28 in Cheney. Spokane Valley at 33 and Deer Park at 24. We're going to get rid of these chilly morning temperatures with this warming trend that we're expecting to show up here starting a little bit today. In fact, we already felt it yesterday a little. It got a little bit warmer, but still many areas were only in the 50s or up to right at 60 degrees. For today, we're going to end up around 50 as we get towards about 10 in the morning. After that, expect our road to be headed towards the mid-60s in many areas by the afternoon. So it's going to be shorts weather. Sweaters, however, this morning. The warming continues into the weekend. That's a new wrinkle in your forecast. And our shower chances look like they might be drying up in the long term. I'll take a closer look for you coming up.
We are following breaking news out of Turkey. This morning, a 6.2 magnitude earthquake has just hit Istanbul. It happened in the Sea of Marmara, just off the coast. Now, that's a heavily populated area, and yes, people across the city felt it. So far, there are no reports of injuries or damages, but this is still developing. Emergency crews are checking buildings and infrastructures. We're keeping a close eye on what happens next, and we plan to bring you updates when they come in. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Unofficial results are in from the special election in Spokane County. There were 2 issues on the ballot. The first concerning a bond for the Orchard Prairie School District.
The second, a proposition to restore Fire District 8's Emergency Medical Services levy. As of right now, with nearly 6,000 ballots counted, the Fire District levy is passing with a little more than 57% approval. It needs a 50% majority to pass. Now, this levy would improve paramedic coverage and replace critical life-saving equipment. It would also allow the district to hire 2 additional firefighter paramedics for homeowners in the district. It would mean going from 29 cents per $1,000 of assessed property value up to 50 cents. So if your home is valued at $750,000, for example, you would see an annual EMS levy cost of $375, or about $157 more than the current rate.
And the bond for the Orchard Prairie School District is currently passing with 64.57% of voters approving it. This comes after a failed bond in November. Orchard Prairie's 30-year, $6.2 million bond would be used to replace outdated school facilities and allow the school district to build a new school. Even if the bond passes, the district said it will still keep the original schoolhouse from 1894. The next ballot count will be today, with results officially certified May 2nd.
A proposition overwhelmingly approved by Spokane voters back in 2023 is no longer being enforced. The Spokane City Council voted yesterday not to reinstate a voter-backed camping ban since the state Supreme Court struck it down. Proposition 1 bans camping within 1,000 feet of parks, schools, and daycare facilities. 75% of voters in Spokane voted in favor of this initiative, but a state Supreme Court judge ruled this decision should not have been left up to voters. So Spokane city leaders have paused enforcing it. But now local business leaders warn that this could have a serious impact on our community and our downtown core.
We can't sustain a strong Spokane business community without that strong core downtown. And do we support our businesses all over the city? Absolutely. But we've got to have that strong core downtown.
The Spokane Police Department says it started working with prosecutors to drop previous warrants for people who violated Prop 1. SPD told 4 News Now it would like to see the City Council enact Proposition 1 through the legislative branch.
New on Good Morning Northwest, safety improvements are coming to an intersection in southwest Spokane. The city is working on a plan to build a modified J-turn at Highway 195 and Meadow Lane. That is the intersection that leads to the Eagle Ridge neighborhood. Now, the speed limit at that intersection is 55 miles an hour on the highway. If you've ever driven that way, you know there have been a number of crashes with people trying to cross the southbound lanes and head north into downtown. The map shows how the city is planning to split the intersection so drivers from the Eagle Ridge neighborhood could turn left to go north. Drivers on the other side of the highway would have to turn north and use the J-turn lane to go south. Drivers coming from the south would also have to use the J-turn to get into Eagle Ridge. A new off-ramp type lane would be added to the southbound lane so drivers aren't slowing down in the main lanes to turn. Most of the money to pay for the project is coming from a federal grant. Right now, there is no timeline as to when the project will be done. That is the call of one of the many bald eagles at Birds of Prey Northwest. The nonprofit rescues and rehabilitates these birds and educates the public about the man-made dangers putting them at risk.
In this new on Good Morning Northwest report, our Madeline Mullins gives us an up-close look at how these birds are healing and what this organization is doing to help prevent these injuries in the first place.
That is the sound of these birds of prey healing, waiting to one day take to the skies again.
So this largest female will go back tomorrow to Elk, Washington.
Eagles, falcons, owls, all different animals, all here for the same reason, to get treatment.
We've had some lead poisoning, we had some car collision, we have some aggression between two eagles fighting, starvation, fractured wing.
Janie Veldkamp and her husband, along with a team of volunteers, nursing them back to health before releasing them back into the wild.
A bald eagle ready for release tomorrow. That's from Elk, Washington. We have 3 pygmy owls that are going next week. We have 2 great horned owls ready to go.
For many of these birds, it's rehabilitation for injuries caused by humans.
The first problem is lead poisoning from our use of lead bullets. Secondly, illegal shooting is a big problem of eagles. And third, they collide with the cars.
Which is why Birds of Prey Northwest is also in the business of education.
Behind me is Kootenai, a 4-year-old bald eagle rescued from Bonner's Ferry. He has a golf ball-sized hole in his wing, so now he's training to be an educational bird here at Birds of Prey Northwest.
We have our permanent residents, which are educational birds for education of youth, primary, and the public. We take our educational birds into the classroom and talk about their natural history and their biology and what students can do to conserve raptors.
Veldkamp says that while rehabilitating these birds is an important job, teaching the next generation about what they can do to preserve these birds of prey so that they can take to the skies safely is the most rewarding part. In Idaho, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
Some good, important work for those birds.
I didn't even know that was happening here.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
The more you know. Good Morning Northwest time right now, 6:08.
All right, meteorologist Matt Gray standing by. Hey, I got my grass mowed yesterday. I did all the
right.
work.
Yeah. Hey, a little bit of haze in the sunrise this morning over Lewiston. It is good prescribed burn weather, so don't be surprised if you do see that around your area this morning or over the next couple of days with this nice weather as we enjoy this beautiful sunrise. Your forecast is coming up.
Well, Matt said it's shorts weather this weekend, so if you want to go out and enjoy that warm weather, come over to the Friends of the Library book sale. It's happening this Thursday through Saturday. We'll have all the information you need to attend coming up.
And America's birth rates hit near record lows while the Trump administration pushes for a baby boom. What this means for families and federal programs. That's coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now weather is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel.
Rain or shine, day or night, good weather always reigns at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. No matter the weather, winning is better. Your 7-day forecast calls for fun at the Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Coeur d'Alene Casino, winning is just the beginning.
Nothing. Nada.
If you've been injured in a car or truck accident, you don't pay the advocates anything unless we win.
Zilch. Diddly squat.
Donnie, I think they get it. You can stop now.
Great. I was beginning to run out of words.
What if a loved one called, terrified, begging for help, but it wasn't really them?
Learn how scammers rip you off by stealing the voices of people you trust, and learn how to protect yourself.
Tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest.
Life moves fast, and we get it. You're busy. Our digital banking can change how you manage your money. Whether you're chatting with a representative after hours, depositing a check from your phone, or meeting with us face-to-face. Wherever life takes you, we've got you covered. It's your money. Access it anytime, anywhere. Open your account at p1fcu.org. P1FCU, your community, your credit union.
The smart thermostat just got smarter, and Bill's Heating and AC wants you to experience the difference. For a limited time, new customers will receive the brand new Nuve Smart Thermostat free with every full system tune-up. And right now, the tune-up is just $59. Enjoy 24/7 monitoring, total control of your home's comfort, and help prevent costly breakdowns, all with one phone call. Call 208-777-5528 to claim this limited time offer today.
The Silverado Trail Boss. And a little work. And a little play. And a truck that says no to nothing. And Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well-qualified buyers get 2.9% APR for 72 months on this Silverado. Or get $5,350 total value on this Silverado. Plus, current competitive owners get an additional $3,000 total value when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Hi, I'm Ken, and I'm a lawyer.
I'm Donnie, and I'm not, but I am an advocate.
So am I.
I'm an advocate.
I'm an advocate.
I'm an advocate.
Seriously injured? You deserve justice. You deserve an advocate.
That's us.
All of us.
Good morning. It is now 6:12. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. A raging wildfire in southern New Jersey has already burned 8,500 acres and is still expanding this morning.
New Jersey Forest Fire Service says it started in Ocean County yesterday morning. The fire has already burned several businesses and is currently threatening another 1,300 structures. More than 3,000 people were evacuated, although according to local media, those evacuation orders have been lifted as of this morning. Power outages have also left more than 25,000 customers in the dark. Now, so far, that fire is just 10% contained.
As the U.S. fertility rate hovers near a record low, the Trump administration is keen for more women to have babies. A report from the CDC shows the fertility rate was highest among women in the early 30s, while teen births and births among women in the early 20s declined to new lows. Although Trump has called for a, quote, baby boom and described himself as the father of IVF, federal programs focused on reproductive health also have taken a heavy hit from the Department of Government Efficiency.
Takeaways today in your forecast. It is another chilly start around freezing, but we'll leave those freezing conditions behind as a warm trend warms us up quite a bit, both in the afternoon and the evening, and your weekend weather is going to look a whole lot better. We'll take a closer look coming up.
The Spokane Pickleball Club is starting up its Spring Flex League, and it's $45 to join.
The club will organize the leagues, where players can then arrange the times and places for their matches. After league play is over, there will be a round-robin tournament, a potluck event, and a prize ceremony. When registering, you can select to join the women's, men's, doubles, or mixed doubles leagues. Registration closes April 27th. To sign up, visit SpokanePickleballClub.org. It's now just about 6:14.
Meteorologist Matt Gray is fine-tuning his forecast. Of course, he's very good at that, but is he good at pitching?
He threw out the first pitch at the Spokane Indians game. How'd he do? Oh, stick around to find out.
Well, there are hundreds of books to choose from at the Friends of the Library book sale that's happening this weekend. We have Allison Martinez live this morning with everything you need to know if you're going to go check out some treasures. We got a live report with her coming up after this.
Your garage door is more than just an entry point. It's also an escape route. Precision Garage Door Service. Fast, reliable, and friendly.
Zook's tasty, tender dog treats can turn every outing into an adventure. From park to peak, wherever you roam, don't forget the Zook's. Zook's dog treats. Choose your adventure.
Welcome to Parker Toyota, the Toyota Truck Center of the Northwest. Our inventory has never been better with a huge selection from stock to fully customized trucks.
And now you can choose between a gas or hybrid powertrain. So whether you're looking for great MPGs or a 12,000-pound towing capacity, we have the truck for you.
Check out the all-new Toyota Tacoma and Tundra at your locally owned Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
Did you know Corsair is an old-timey word for pirate? Me neither. But more importantly, it's a new-timey word for a luxury car that'll shiver your timbers at Northern Quest. It's the $110,000 Corsair Conquest giveaway. Play daily with your Camus Rewards card, and you could set sail in a brand new Lincoln Corsair. Grand prize drawing May 31st. Pre-party from 2 to 6 p.m. in case you're feeling, pillagey.
The Good Feet store just really helped me out. I mean, they gave me the right arch support for my feet, not somebody else's feet. Then it was like, okay, this is something special.
See for yourself with the free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
There's magic throughout the universe. And some places have more than others. There's magic inside, everywhere. There's no place like Wonders of the World. There's magic inside.
The idea of owning a home was a really big dream of mine. It felt kind of like a pipe dream. When I think of a mortgage advisor, I think of someone who is stuffy, not approachable or friendly. But then we went to BECU and I met Lauren. She was like, this is what we're gonna do. This is how you make it happen. This is how you buy a home. And it wasn't scary or overwhelming. My mortgage advisor changed my life and my family's life.
BECU, we're here to help.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
4 News Now is brought to you by Grins and Giggles Family Dentistry.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
We are following breaking news out of Moses Lake. Lakeshore Drive is shut down just south of the I-90 overpass after a deadly crash. I spoke to the PIO this morning. He said the vehicle was fleeing from officers when it slammed into a utility pole and the driver is dead. Right now, officers are at the scene and they are working to restore power. Right now, there's 150 people remaining that still need power. Again, Lakeshore Drive is closed south of the I-90 overpass. You should avoid the area if you can. We'll bring you updates as we get them in. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. Bookworms and hopeful readers can sort through hundreds of titles at the Friends of the Library book sale coming up this weekend.
Yeah, Spokane Public Library is hosting the annual sale tomorrow through Saturday. Allison Martinez is live at the Shadle Park Library with what you need to know before you go. Allison.
That's right. Good morning. This is just a great event if you're someone who's excited to read, especially maybe getting ready for those summer reading titles. This is a great place to check it all out. I'm joined by Judy this morning. Thank you so much for being with us. She's here with us on behalf of Friends of the Library. Can you kind of paint the picture of what this event is for someone who hasn't attended before?
Well, this is a wonderful book sale. We do it every spring, and you can get some marvelous bargains. We're going to have over 10,000 items for sale. Those are books for adults. We have an entire room of children's books. Wow. We're going to get in over 300 boxes of books. They'll be on the tables starting Thursday night, running through Saturday. Saturday, we have a kind of a special event. Saturday, if you bring in a bag or a box, if you bring in a bag, you can fill that bag with anything you want. DVDs, books, as many as you want for $3. If you bring a box, you can fill all that in for $6. The other thing going on Saturday is there's a plant swap here at the library. And you can come in and get a plant for free. You can bring in plants and swap them. So Saturday's a really big day here.
Yeah, absolutely. That's just an ideal day, I think. Coming in and browsing through some books, maybe picking up a plant. That sounds like such a fun activity to do with friends or family this weekend. Can you remind us just what the importance is of this event for supporting everything through Spokane Public Library?
The Friends of the Spokane Public Library's mission is to support the activities of the Spokane Public Library, and we fund things through these book sales like summer reading, Spokane is reading, books for children, Beanstalk Project, and we fund that with our little $1 a book or 50 cents a book sale, so it's really important.
Amazing. So make sure to come on by this weekend, Thursday through Saturday, and check out some awesome books. We'll send it back to you guys in studio.
So many fun things to see. And hey, speaking of fun things, we are Matt Gray fans over here. Thank you to your wife and her wonderful coworkers for lending these to us.
I know. So if you can't read over here, this says, we trust Matt with the weather, but can we trust him with the fastball? The answer is no. The answer is no.
There they are in action. Great folks at STCU. Giving me some love.
I tell you what, I've outkicked my coverage for sure. With my wife Tasha and her coworkers, and they made signs, and they had a fun day at the ballpark, and we had a ton of fun.
And you might have overthrown your pitch too.
Yeah, it was more like
overthrown your pitch.
It was more like a big curve that was.
Woo!
Yep. They hit the backstop. You know, it could have been a strike for a giraffe, maybe. I don't know.
I'm proud of you for getting it over the plate. I'll say that's hard to do.
Yeah, that is hard. Mine, like I said earlier, hit the plate. So this year, when I throw my first pitch next month, next couple weeks, my goal is to at least get it over.
I feel I got the jitters out, and so I will be there next go around.
Yes, there will be a next time.
Okay. All right, let's take a look here at your coming up forecast, because I want to talk about this because we've talked about this throughout the entire week, is that we were watching the weekend for any potential changes and how that might affect your forecast. After all, it's beautiful right now, but everybody's looking towards the weekend, right? We want it to stay this way. Well, I got some good news in that department. So when we are putting the forecast together in the mornings, we take a look at all the computer models, right, for some of these long-term situations, you know, 4, 5, 6 days out. And so what we saw here over the weekend and then on Monday was that this storm system coming in for Friday and Saturday was basically going to be right in our backyard. And that meant cloudy conditions, cooler temperatures, and a decent chance for some rain. Well, over the last couple of days, that trend has shifted quite dramatically, probably one of the more dramatic shifts in the weather pattern we've seen in a while here on the computers. Watch it move south here by Wednesday, and so that's been a trend for 2 days now. There still will be a chance of a shower both Saturday and Sunday, but it's not nearly at the level or impact that it would be with that further northern track. And so if this continues, I may actually start dropping the chances for rain entirely for parts of the weekend. Not doing that quite yet, but certainly I'm not too concerned about any plans you may have for Saturday and Sunday. Far less concerned than I was on Monday. So let's take a look here at your warming trend, because guess what? With some drier conditions, we're going to keep those warm temperatures. We'll be up into the 70s on Saturday, and we're going to keep the good vibes going as well through the back end of the weekend, even with a slight cooling. Just a 20% chance of a shower now for Saturday and for Sunday. Slightly cooler, but still in the 60s consistently over the next 7 days. Beautiful weather today, tomorrow, and Friday. It's going to be awesome.
Love it, love it, love it.
Incredible. All right, we trust you with the weather.
You've earned our trust.
Thanks, guys.
Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:23.
Well, from a deficit to double overtime glory, the Spokane Chiefs punched their ticket to the Western Conference Finals in dramatic fashion. The game-winning moment and playoff preview right after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's Mississauga Casino Hotel's 31st anniversary. We're celebrating by giving you the chance to win over $62,000 in cash and prizes, including adventures on a pontoon, on a flight to your favorite getaway, or your choice of a new car or cash. Play your favorite games now to earn entries at Mississauga Casino Hotel. 31 years of jackpots, food, and fun. Learn more at Mississauga.com.
It's Click-It RV's 4th annual Family RV Sales Event, April 24th through the 27th. Get amazing discount prices from manufacturers from across the country, like Riverstone, Winnebago, StarCraft, and more. And get $2,500 over NADA for your trade. There's amazing financing with nothing down, low rates, and no payments for 90 days. And talk about giveaways. Win a StarCraft trailer or $30,000 in cash. There's free refreshments and games for the whole family. And just for fun, dunk your salesman in the dunk tank. So beat the coming tariffs and don't miss the 4th annual Family RV Event at Click-It RV, April 24th through the 27th.
WSECU Cashback Checking. You give and give and give. Let's give you something back. Just use your debit card to earn. WSECU Cashback Checking. Let's Credit Union.
What if you could get brand new windows, entry doors, or patio doors now and pay nothing for 18 months? That's right. Pay nothing until October 2026. No money down, no payment, and no interest. Zero, zilch, nada. Don't wait. Your home deserves this upgrade, and your wallet will thank you. This deal is here for a limited time only. Call Renewal by Anderson today and get 20% off your entire project.
Welcome to Morning Sports. I'm Jack Wallace, and it's been a grueling second-round series so far for the Spokane Chiefs. They needed a home win last night over the Victoria Royals to advance to the Western Conference Finals. Chiefs are down 1-0 in the first period, and what a ridiculous move by Shea Van Olm. My goodness. One of the finest strikes of the season to a man in his final WHL playoff run. Victoria answers right back, so only a couple minutes later, Andrew Crystal cutting back. Sage Weinstein, puck bounces over, up, and in. Incredible. Again, the Chiefs tie the game. It's 2-2. But the next period, seconds are winding down for Van Olm. He slides his second goal in. Third of the night for Spokane, 3-2 game into the second period. So now we go to the third. Andrew Crystal looks back to Van Olm and let the hats fly on the ice, folks. That's a Spokane Chief hat trick for the mustached man himself, Shea Van Olm. 4-2 Spokane. Royals would claw back, tie the game at 4-4 overtime, and the double overtime game winner, the playoff goal leader, making his mark in the best way that he could. A barn-bursting game winner in double OT by Andrew Crystal. Your Spokane Chiefs are into the Western Conference Finals for the first time since 2019. It's very exciting in for it. Game 1 against the Portland Winterhawks. That's coming up this Friday night. Game 2 Sunday night. Both of those at Spokane Arena. Coming up tonight on Nightside and at 6, we'll have plenty more sports, including a very fun interview with the head coach of Colston Loveland, the only Idaho prospect in all of the NFL draft.
So fun. I was at that game for a little bit last night.
You
Had
didn't
to
stay
leave.
for double overtime that ended around 11 p.m.?
I would be on the ground right now if I did, but it was fun while I was there, and it was even more fun to wake up and see that this morning.
Oh, so great. Congrats.
Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:28.
A stunning new video this morning of a wildfire tearing through New Jersey. Thousands evacuated from their homes as the fire grew to more than 8,500 acres. Hannah Joy is tracking the latest updates on the firefight when we come back.
Plus, a mother accused of stabbing her own daughter as a child watched from the same room. The disturbing details in the Spokane Valley case that still has one victim fighting for her life in critical condition today. Those details are straight ahead.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Gamma Knife.
Attention all men, low on energy, low drive, need to lose a few pounds, concerned about your testosterone level? From hormone replacement therapy and weight loss services to IV therapy and aesthetics, Revival Wellness Clinic has everything you need to look and feel your best.
Snow melting, birds chirping, it's time to celebrate spring. Now's the best time to visit Jacobs Custom Living. New furniture has arrived for spring, and we really have the largest and most varied inventory ever. Comfortable lounge furniture, elegant outdoor dining sets, umbrellas, and much more. Take it home today if you're ready, or get free storage until May. Special spring clearance pricing on select items throughout the store. Come celebrate spring at Jacobs Custom Living on Sprague, just east of Sullivan.
A show that pays tribute to one of the best Mexican-American performers of our time, Selena. Carla Perez, live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, May 8th. You'll love Yachtly Crew, a 7-piece SoCal band who has started a nationwide yacht rock craze. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, July 3rd. George Thorogood and the Destroyers bring their roof-shaking rock party to the Coeur d'Alene Casino live Thursday, July 31st. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
Trouble losing or managing your weight? Finally, an easy and affordable medical weight loss solution you can do in the comfort of your home. From hormone replacement therapy to IV therapy and aesthetics, Revival Wellness Clinic has everything you need to look and feel your best.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
We start this half hour with the 4 News Now story tracker and a big story in the tech world.
The European Union has fined Apple and Meta a combined $797 million in the first enforcement of its landmark digital competition law. The European Commission rather, found Meta had not given users the ability to use versions of its platforms that process less personal data without paying a fee. It also found that Apple did not allow app developers to freely inform customers of methods outside Apple's store to make purchases. The penalties for breaching the Digital Markets Act come amid attacks on the EU by the Trump administration for what it sees as the bloc's unfair targeting of American companies.
And this morning, a warning from the International Monetary Fund about President Trump's tariffs. The IMF saying the tariffs will likely slow economic growth across the globe, with the United States taking a significant hit. It comes as Wall Street is on track for its worst April since the Great Depression, and the White House tries to reassure anxious investors. The administration now says the trade standoff with China is moving in the right direction, but offered no specifics.
Good morning, Northwest. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Wednesday, April 23rd. Welcome to it. Let's check in with meteorologist Matt Gray, taking a look at our Wednesday forecast.
Yeah, it's a bit of a chilly start once again. Need the warmth on in the car this morning. 34 in Spokane, 32 in Coeur d'Alene. The sun is up. There's a little haze in the sky. It is prescribed burn weather around the inland Northwest, and so don't be surprised if you see some hazy conditions, a little haze for some healthier forests come summertime. I think that's a good trade-off we can all make. Temperatures right now a little chillier as you head further north. 27 in Spokane. We're down to 23 in Colville, 31 in St. Mary's, 26 this morning in Pullman. Pretty chilly compared to what we've seen around here recently. And for our highs this afternoon, we're going to be even just a little bit warmer than we were on Tuesday. Upper 60s in some places like Moses Lake in the LC Valley. We'll see low 60s around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Really looking like just a beautiful, beautiful day. There are some changes heading into your weekend forecast. After some sweaters in the morning and shorts in the afternoon today, we'll talk about those changes later on coming up.
We are following breaking news out of New Jersey, where a wildfire forced more than 3,000 people to evacuate their homes. Since then, evacuation orders have been lifted. This all started yesterday afternoon in Ocean County, and overnight, the fire has doubled in size. Right now, it has scorched at least 8,500 acres, and fire crews say it's only about 10% contained. Here you can see parts of the Garden State Parkway had to be shut down, and firefighters are now working to protect more than 1,300 buildings that are in the fire's path. Crews also say strong winds overnight are making the fight even tougher. And to keep firefighters safe, power has been cut to thousands of customers in the area, leaving neighborhoods in the dark this morning.
With no lights, no power, no gas stations open, convenience stores, everything's closed. There's cops on every corner. It's just a very eerie feeling.
And for folks who had to leave their homes, shelters are now open and ready to help anyone who needs a place to stay. We'll continue following this developing story throughout the day. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. An update this morning in the Spokane Valley stabbing that affected an entire family. Police say Terry Suter stabbed her adult daughter and her mother on Monday. The daughter told police she was in the room with her child when her mother walked in and stabbed her. Then she got up to protect her daughter and she was stabbed again. Suter then left the room and attacked her mother, who remains in critical condition today. Deputies used a stun gun to get Suter to drop her knife. She was then booked into the jail on 2 counts of first-degree assault. Suter's arraignment is scheduled for May 6th.
Still no arrests today in the Monday shooting of a man in West Plains. Spokane County Sheriff deputies say it happened during an argument near the Amazon Fulfillment Center. Investigators detained a person, then released him after questioning. As the story develops, continue to follow it with us on KXLY.com.
New on Good Morning Northwest, the lakes are stocked and the fish are ready to bite.
Yeah, Saturday is the opening day of Lowland Lakes fishing in Washington. Many area lakes, including Fish Lake, Liberty Lake, West Medical, and Medical Lake, are stocked with catchable-sized trout. And there's something more to reel in. For the 10th year, the Department of Fish and Wildlife is putting on the statewide Trout Derby. It's tagged more than 1,000 fish. If you catch one of those, you could win a prize. The giveaways include everything from gift cards to fishing gear, even Seattle Mariners tickets. So keep an eye out for an orange tag near the dorsal fin of any trout you land. Not exciting enough to just catch a fish, but then to have something extra special. That's
so you
really
get
fun.
bragging rights plus a prize. Win-win.
Sounds perfect.
Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:35.
Sounds like we're going to have some good fishing weather, too.
Oh, yeah. So good fishing weather. Soaking up some sunshine. I tell you what, forecast improving as we look further ahead into the future. So whether it's Sandpoint, whether it's here in Spokane, watching the sunrise, you got a few more days like this coming up. We'll show you how long you could expect these sunny days coming up.
Smokey Bear, Mount St. Helens, and pickleball could soon be featured on Washington license plates. The bill that lawmakers are rushing to pass before Saturday's deadline that would create 13 new specialty plate designs. That's coming up. Before we go to a break, here's a first look of what's coming up on Good Morning America at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, a close call caught on camera.
I was like, oh my God, I didn't know where to go.
Lisa Davis says she was walking down the street, pushing her grandkids in a stroller when concrete and debris shot into the air. Panic setting in as another manhole cover blew up off camera in front of her.
I couldn't really run straight ahead of me to the corner because the manhole at the next corner blew up too.
The Poughkeepsie Fire Department finding 3 ruptured manholes within one city block. Luckily, no one was injured. Officials are investigating the cause of the explosions, but say high levels of carbon monoxide were detected in the area.
Total shock. Like, I still feel shocked.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on this harrowing close call. With your GMA First Look, I'm Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
Living with your albuterol asthma rescue inhaler? It's a bit of a dinosaur because albuterol only treats symptoms, not inflammation. Asthma experts support rescue that treats both symptoms and inflammation. It's time to replace your rescue with Air Supra. Air Supra is the first and only dual-action asthma rescue inhaler FDA approved to treat symptoms and help prevent asthma attacks. Welcome to the modern age of dual-action asthma rescue. Air Supra should not be used as a maintenance treatment for asthma. Get medical help right away if your breathing doesn't improve or worsens, or for serious allergic reactions like rash, mouth or tongue swelling, trouble breathing or swallowing, or chest pain. Using Air Supra more than prescribed could be life-threatening. Serious side effects include increased risk of thrush or infections, or heart problems like faster heart rate and higher blood pressure. Break free from albuterol-only rescue. Ask your doctor about Air Supra, a dual-action rescue inhaler for asthma.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
It's the once-a-year spring tune-up event this week at the Cal Superstores in Airway Heights and Coeur d'Alene.
Hi, I'm George, and I'm offering great deals on over 300 of the best rigs in the region.
And this weekend, when you purchase a vehicle from Cal, you can get up to $600 in free upgrades, like light bars, custom grills, or tires and rims to customize your ride, making it the perfect time to visit Cal.
Like the deals and love your wheels.
Start living your life to the fullest by living simply in a tiny home from Portable Cedar Cabins. Less is truly more with all the amenities and comforts of a traditional home with a much smaller footprint. Each home is custom built and ready for you to move in and start enjoying the little things in life, including financial freedom. Homes from Portable Cedar Cabins are about half the price of the competition and about a quarter of the cost of a traditional home. Contact Portable Cedar Cabins today. Your worry-free tiny home is waiting for you just north of Spirit Lake, Idaho on Highway 41.
I'm JJ. I'm Tyler. We're with Kiona Vineyards, and we're here at Yokes Fresh Market. Our grandparents planted the first vineyard on what would become Red Mountain. Some of our legacy cultivars include Cabernet Sauvignon, Lemberger, and Chenin Blanc. The Lemberger is really exciting, right? It has really high red and blue fruit profile to it. We are a big little winery. Yokes has been a beautiful match for us culturally.
Check out Kiona Wines at Yokes Fresh Market.
For our customer appreciation sale, we wrote a poem. Roses are red, these recliners are blue. To our amazing customers, we appreciate you. Our poetry skills might be second rate, but our furniture selection is great.
Living room, dining room, and bed sets galore, all are at sale prices we know you'll adore.
Our Lazy Boy prices are low, and by now you should know.
For the best furniture in town, just come on down
to Kerner Furniture during our Customer Appreciation Sale.
A huge part of many people's lives is debt, and it's just not something a lot of people like to talk about. A couple years ago, I was diagnosed with cancer. During the healing process, I really accrued a lot more debt, and I knew I needed to find a solution. I went into BCU full of nerves and full of fear, and they helped me immensely. I realized the personal loan was the right option for me. These days, I am healthy, I have all my finances under control, and I'm a lot less stressed.
We are following breaking news out of Moses Lake. A crash shut down Lakeshore Drive just south of the I-90 overpass after a deadly crash. I just spoke with the Grant County Public Information Officer. He said the vehicle was speeding away from officers when it slammed into a utility pole. The driver died at the scene. The crash initially knocked out power to about 1,000 homes. Right now, utility crews are working to restore power. I just checked, and about 150 homes are still without power. Again, Lakeshore Drive is closed south of the I-90 overpass. Avoid the area if you can. We'll bring you updates as we get them. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy for News Now.
All right, Hannah, thanks so much. In Olympia, lawmakers are discussing a new bill that would create 13 special new design license plates, including ones for Mount St. Helens, pickleball, and Smokey Bear.
If passed, the bill would also create a group that would create rules around these proposed plates.
This work group will establish different parameters in terms of how many signatures you need to gather to put a specialty license plate, what the amount of money that these groups can raise on these specialty license plates.
With the state budget due in less than a week now, legislators say by passing this bill, some of these new plates will help generate revenue for drivers' education programs and electrical vehicle charging stations. Supporters also believe that new plates could help raise awareness for issues.
This is important not only because it raises funds for wildfire prevention programs, but it really does raise awareness for preventing wildfires.
A vote has not yet been scheduled for this bill, but the legislative session ends on Saturday. So if lawmakers want this bill to pass, that vote will need to happen soon.
I'll tell you what, the Smokey Bear plates look pretty cool, and I know the picklers will be really excited about that plate if it goes through. Chilly weather again this morning, but a warm trend for the long term because our weekend forecast, it's looking a lot better than it did a couple of days ago. We'll take a closer look after this.
If you are looking for a job, there's an event for you at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center happening today. The Spokane County Career Expo is expanding this year to connect people with more than 150 employers offering resources beyond job opportunities. This year's event promises a larger venue for career development, including workshops and one-on-one coaching. The event's happening today at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center from 11 this morning till 3 this afternoon. It is free to attend. Good morning, Northwest Times, now 6:43.
Looking for a way to beef up your book collection for cheap? Allison Martinez is live at the Shadle Park Library to tell you how.
This weekend, you can shop kids' books for as low as a quarter at the Friends of the Library sale here at Shadle Park Library. We'll tell you everything you need to know to attend coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
This year, make your home more energy efficient and beautiful with McVey Brothers Roofing, Siding, and Windows. Did you know McVey Brothers sells the popular Coeur d'Alene windows? And last year, the 6,000 Window and Door Series won the prestigious Energy Star Efficiency Award. Well, right now, when you purchase a 6,000 Series window, we'll match your energy rebate based on current utility rebates. Plus, give you $500 off any roof you add to the job. At McVey Brothers, we're always working for you.
These are real people seeking solutions to real pain.
I have plantar fasciitis.
My feet, my knees, hips, and back.
And then they were fit with Good Feet arch supports. Clinically proven. Significant pain relief in only 4 weeks.
I'm not feeling any pain. My heel, that's where I always feel it.
Pressure off your knees?
Yeah, actually. I didn't notice any pain in my back. I feel like I could walk all day in these.
Take back the life you love and book your personalized arch support fitting today.
The Silverado Trail Boss. And a little work. and a little play. And a truck that says no to nothing. And Chevrolet.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well-qualified buyers get 2.9% APR for 72 months on this Silverado. Or get $5,350 total value on this Silverado. Plus, current competitive owners get an additional $3,000 total value when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
What does it mean to be here for good? It means being here for the artists who dream, the audiences who feel, and anyone who revels in creative expression. For the shop owner who flips a sign at dawn and remembers your order by heart. For singing, "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" on a hot summer night. For the moment you realize your youngest son can fly. Here for the educators and mentors who create everyday aha moments. It's being here for community pride, 8 seconds of fury, and flavor obsessions. Here for when everything seems lost, rallying the community and building again. It means being here for the long haul in Cooley Dam, Sandpoint, and Pendleton. Here for your friends, for your family, for your neighbors. Here for you. STCU. Here for good.
4 News Now is brought to you by Wonders of the World.
Good morning and welcome back. It's 6:46. You can stock up on fiction, nonfiction, children's books, and more at the Friends of the Library book sale.
The annual sale is happening tomorrow through Saturday at the Shadle Park Library. We have Allison Martinez live this morning among the books with everything you need to know if you want to go check it out, get some titles.
Yes, that's right. Good morning. This is a super fun weekend activity and just the best way to shop for books. I'm joined by Judy this morning with Friends of the Library. Thank you so much for being with us. Now, this sale specifically, there's so much that people can check out, such a variety. Can you tell us about that?
We're going to have over 10,000 items for sale. We have all kinds of genres of books. We have lots of fiction. We're going to have nonfiction. We're going to have history, religion, philosophy, fabulous collection of cookbooks. And the children's books are going to be in a special room all by themselves because there's so much of them. And they're 4 for $1 children's books. So we encourage everybody to come early and shop.
Yeah, 4 for $1. It does not get any better than that. And we were talking about it earlier. A great opportunity for teachers, too, to just fill up their classrooms with books. Now, Friends of the Library is actually who is making this all possible and, you know, setting this up with Spokane Public Library. Can you tell us a little bit more about you guys?
Friends of the Spokane Public Library is a nonprofit 501c3 organization, and our mission is to support the activities of the Spokane Public Library. So we, through our book sales, fund things like the Spokane Reading, the Summer Reading Program for Children, the Beanstalk Project, book clubs, snacks for story time, lots of different activities that help the library work with the community.
Amazing. And I heard there are some really cool prizes for summer reading. So definitely get your books now so you're set to go for the summer. We'll send it back to you guys in studio.
Yeah, summer readings coming up. You want lots of good stuff for you, for your kids.
Absolutely. And you know what? Today, maybe this weekend, a good excuse to sit outside with a book, maybe.
Yeah.
And take your...
Yeah, didn't we say it's like National Picnic Day or something like that?
Yeah, take your book on a picnic.
Yeah, take your book on a picnic because, man, it's picnic weather, if there ever was one. And that is going to continue here for the foreseeable future here, at least the next 4 days, and likely beyond here as well, my friends, because we have some beautiful weather. It's going to feel like mid-May by the time we get to Friday, Saturday, with highs in the 70s, well above our average, which is creeping closer and closer to 60 degrees. We'll get there, our average high around Spokane by the end of the month. And with this warm weather comes lots of melting snow. Snowpack not looking so good in the central part of Washington, but pretty nice everywhere else. 90% for the Spokane River Basin, only 64% in the North Cascades. So some areas that we'll definitely be watching as we get into the prime melt season. Speaking of which, in the Spokane River, it's been looking strong as that melt has happened in March and April. We saw a little early peak here. We'll likely see river conditions begin to get more full and fast as we head over the next week or so with these warm temperatures. Traditionally, May is usually the time when we see the highest flows on the Spokane River when you average it out overall. It's going to be a beautiful day. Picnic, go see the falls, just being outside. Really just going to be a wonderful day. I'm going to take advantage of it later today with some yard work around the house. 60 degrees by the time we get to 2 o'clock. Beautiful day, a light breeze, and we'll just hang out in those low to mid 60s for the afternoon. As we look towards the weekend, I mentioned improving conditions. Well, this storm system at the start of the week thought it was going to move into Oregon. Instead, it's going to be almost halfway to Los Angeles. So that is good news for us. I'm still going to leave a slight chance of a shower, especially south of I-90 for Saturday and for Sunday, but only 20% chance. You know, we can manage that pretty well. So some really good looking conditions for your weekend plans. And if that trend continues, we may drop the chances for rain entirely. We'll see how that goes over the next 24 hours.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Brothers Flooring.
What's for dinner? Shop Fred Meyer for appetizing ingredients and big savings, like $600 in digital coupons and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Welcome to Wonders of the World. Come feel the magic inside. Fascinating and powerful crystals from the dawn of time. Incredible natural wonders and prehistoric artifacts. And talk about magic, you should come to Fantasyland. Thousands of pieces of fabulous jewelry and literally millions of beads. Remarkable, astonishing, and whimsical. Come visit Wonders of the World. There's magic inside, and you can take some home.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get 0.9% APR on 2025 Sierra 1500 models. Plus, no monthly payments for 90 days.
Shop DaveSmith.com.
Andy's Heating, Cooling, Electrical guarantees to keep your home safe and cool. Your comfort is Andy's priority. Stay cool this summer with a new air conditioning system from Carrier and turn to the experts. Andy's offers a wide range of top quality air conditioning systems that are both reliable and environmentally friendly. Andy's team of experts are highly trained and experienced, so you can stay comfortable with Andy's hassle-free installation service. Andy's Heating, Cooling, Electrical, your trusted Carrier experts since 1972.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
2 minutes for checking to Berkeley County. Get your exclusive Spokane Chiefs debit card from Numerica today.
Fred Meyer Boost makes saving easy with 2 times fuel points, unlimited free delivery, and your choice of Disney Plus, Hulu, or ESPN Plus on us. Discover all the easy ways to save when you enroll in Boost today. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
It is 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Wednesday with the morning sprint.
We have another chilly start and a nice warm up. Meteorologist Matt Gray has your forecast.
Allison Martinez is live at Shadle Park Library for the annual Friends of the Library book sale this weekend.
But first, Hannah Joy is live in studio with breaking news out of Moses Lake.
A deadly crash shut down Lakeshore Drive just south of the I-90 overpass. I just spoke with the Grant County Public Information Officer. He said the vehicle was speeding away from officers when it slammed into a utility pole. The driver died at the scene. The crash initially knocked out power to about 1,000 homes. Right now, utility crews are working to restore power. I just checked and about 150 homes are still without power. Traffic is backed up, so avoid the area if you can. We'll bring you updates throughout the morning.
New on Good Morning Northwest, safety improvements coming to an intersection in southwest Spokane. The city's working on a plan to build a modified J-turn at Highway 195 and Meadow Lane. That is intersection that leads to the Eagle Ridge neighborhood. A map shows how the city is planning to split the intersection so drivers from Eagle Ridge could turn left to go north. A new off-ramp type lane would be added to the southbound lane so drivers aren't slowing down in the main turn lanes. Right now, there is no timeline as to when that project will be done.
Getting set for another beautiful day in the inland northwest as our sunshine and warming trend continues. It's been subtle so far, but we will pop up into the low 60s, just a degree or 3 warmer than we were at yesterday afternoon at our hottest point of the day. And we'll also wave goodbye to those chilly temperatures we've been seeing the last couple of mornings. Instead, upper 30s and then 40s as our highs warm into the 70s. Some changes for Saturday too, drier and warmer. Looking great for the start of the weekend.
Unofficial results are in from the special election in Spokane County yesterday. The bond for the Orchard Prairie School District is currently passing with a 64% of the voters approving it. This comes after a failed bond back in November. Orchard Prairie's 30-year, $6.2 million bond would be used to replace outdated school facilities and allow the school district to build a new school. The next ballot count is today, with results officially being certified on May 2nd.
And with nearly 6,000 ballots counted, the fire district levy is passing with 57% approval. It needs a 50% majority to pass. This levy would approve paramedic coverage and replace critical life-saving equipment, but also allow the district to hire 2 additional firefighter paramedics.
A proposition overwhelmingly approved by Spokane voters in 2023 is no longer being enforced. The Spokane City Council voted yesterday not to reinstate a voter-backed camping ban since the state Supreme Court struck it down. 75% of voters in Spokane voted in favor of this initiative, but a state Supreme Court judge ruled this decision should have not been left up to voters.
A raging wildfire in southern New Jersey has already burned 8,500 acres and is still expanding this morning. New Jersey Forest Fire Service says it started in Ocean County yesterday morning. The fire's already burned several businesses and is currently threatening another 1,300 structures. More than 3,000 people were evacuated at one point. Those evacuation orders have been lifted. Power outages have also left more than 25,000 customers in the dark. So far, the fire is just about 10% contained. Watch for updates to this story coming up on Good Morning America at 7.
Spokane Public Library's Friends of the Library book sale is happening this weekend. It's this Thursday through Saturday. Tomorrow you can shop members only. Friday will be open to everyone in the public. And Saturday is a special day with a fill a bag or fill a box sale for some pretty great prices. You can shop through thousands of books, 10,000, with everything from fiction, nonfiction. We've got books for kids, audiobooks, and so much more.
And if you're looking for another way to stock up on books, Auntie's Bookstore in downtown Spokane is hosting an event. Local authors will visit the store for a signing, and there will be a golden ticket hidden around the store for participants to search for. There will also be a raffle, special deals, and more. To learn about the deals at Auntie's, find this store on KXLY.com.
And we will be back with a final check of our beautiful forecast for the day and the next coming days here with Matt Gray. That's coming up right after this break.
Taylor, these deals are a slam dunk.
More like bracket breakers. New Kia K4 starting at only $199 a month. And K5 GT line all-wheel drive from just $299 a month.
If you're shopping for a car or SUV, put George Gee Kia at the top of your bracket.
George Gee Kia is family-owned, trusted, and we always make scoring deals easy.
Visit us off I-90 in Liberty Lake.
Or online anytime at SpokaneKia.com.
George Gee Kia, where the deals are always a win.
At Liberty Park, we've been growing our own since 1928, and we continue to be your go-to greenhouse for all your gardening needs, including custom container planting. We have a colorful selection of annuals, perennials, and hanging baskets. With several varieties of tomatoes and other veggie starts, we have all you need to kick off your vegetable garden. We also carry yard art, soil, and pots of all sizes and colors. Liberty Park Greenhouse and Garden Center is now open in the historic South Perry District.
Your garage door is more than just an entry point. It's also an escape route. Precision Garage Door Service. Fast, reliable, and friendly.
Oh, a beautiful start again, and what it's going to look like a beautiful week for the inland Northwest, this general Spokane area. Highs today will be in the low 60s. We'll get away from some of these chilly, freezing temperatures later on in the week with lows in the 40s as high pressure builds and the warmth builds across the inland Northwest. Some changes for your weekend forecast. We've upped the temperatures, lowered the rain chances. Overall, looking like things are going to be much more palatable for your weekend plans than they looked just a couple of days ago.
Yeah, sure enough. Sounds great. Matt, thanks so much.
Thanks for joining us this morning. We'll see you throughout the day on GMA. It starts right now.